Hey, Bears fans. Today we've got a lot to break down as we get ready for this matchup against the 49ers. And there's some key injury news that could have a major impact on how things unfold. First up, the big headline is George Kittle dealing with a mid to low ankle sprain. This isn't a high ankle situation, which is a bit of good news, and he's been absolutely dominant over the past 6 weeks. So the team will certainly be keeping a close eye on his availability. The 49ers had a quick turnaround from Monday night's game, and it wouldn't be surprising if Kittle just participated in a limited walkthrough today in San Francisco. He's arguably their most important offensive weapon, particularly in the passing game. So any limitation on his availability could be significant for the Bears' defensive game plan. With the ankle not being a high sprain, there's still a decent chance he could play, and that uncertainty is something both teams will have to monitor closely throughout the week. Shifting over to the Bears roster, we recorded the mailbag on Monday, and some of the questions touched directly on player roles and opportunities in the absence of key starters. One recurring topic has been Jade Walker and whether he should see increased snaps if Rome and Luther are out. Based on what we've seen on the field, Walker is an exciting young athlete with clear talent. Even with limited touches, he made an immediate impact, including a highlight reel reception where he tracked the ball perfectly on a windy night, landing both feet in bounds for a touchdown. It was exactly the type of play that made him stand out in the preseason, and seeing him translate that ability into a meaningful game moment is encouraging. While he's not expected to take over for Zaccheaus completely, giving him more reps, especially if Roman Luther is unavailable, seems like a natural move. His athletic traits, combined with the fact that he was an undrafted free agent, make him a low-risk, high-reward contributor for the Bears moving forward. Clearly, the team trusts Zaccheaus across multiple positions, but integrating Walker into the rotation could provide some valuable flexibility and spark. On the topic of the secondary, there's plenty to consider with several free agents potentially impacting roster decisions. C.J. Gardner-Johnson stands out as a versatile piece who can contribute in multiple ways, even if he's occasionally been beaten in coverage. The Bears have decisions to make with players like Jaquan Brisker, Kevin Bard, Nan Wright, and the backup safeties Elijah Hicks and Jonathan Owens also hitting free agency. Tyreek Stevenson will be entering the final year of his deal, which adds another layer of complexity. Gardner-Johnson's versatility is a valuable asset, and while there's no immediate resolution, his ability to impact multiple facets of the game makes him someone to watch as the team considers off-season moves. When it comes to the wide receiver room, there's been discussion about whether Rome should be considered the clear number one option. A fully healthy Rome certainly projects as a more complete receiver than DJ Moore long-term, but in practice, both players have the ability to contribute significantly. DJ Moore has stepped up in Rome's absence over the past few weeks, showing chemistry with quarterback Caleb and proving that he can handle a prominent role in the offense. Rome, being younger, is on the rise, while Moore, although highly capable, will not be in his athletic prime in 5 or 6 years. The takeaway is that the Bears have depth and versatility at the position, and while labels like number one receiver are useful, actual production and chemistry with the quarterback remain the key factors. Looking at potential roster moves, one question that comes up is the value of adding someone like Hendrickson versus a player like Crosby. Hendrickson has struggled against the run in the past and has been dealing with injuries, but could still provide solid pass rushing ability if signed on a manageable contract. Crosby, on the other hand, represents a more complete long-term option but would likely come at a higher cost in terms of draft capital and salary. For a team balancing immediate needs with future flexibility, weighing the pros and cons of an in-between solution versus a full upgrade is an ongoing conversation that will extend into free agency. Contracts and roster fit will be key factors in making these decisions. As we look ahead to the upcoming games, playoff implications are becoming increasingly clear. The Bears are in position to secure a top seed with just one more win or a key loss from the Packers, and the scenarios are exciting for fans following the NFC North race. Even with this potential, the coaching staff has to balance game-to-game decisions, like whether to sit key players such as Rome to preserve them for the playoffs. While it may seem tempting to rest a player if the division is already locked up, preparation and consistency are critical, and the team is likely to make decisions based on readiness and matchups rather than strictly mathematical scenarios. This also ties into opportunities for younger players like Jade Walker to continue to prove themselves and show the team that they can contribute when given the chance. The Bears' defense is another major storyline as the team navigates the final stretch. Currently leading the league in takeaways, the secondary has been opportunistic and dynamic, though yards allowed remain a concern. Reliance on turnovers has been effective so far, but the defense must maintain discipline and improve in areas like run defense, especially with playmakers like Christian McCaffrey coming to town. Limiting big plays in the red zone and forcing offenses into unfavorable situations is the key to sustaining success. The balance between generating turnovers and controlling the line of scrimmage will likely define the Bears' postseason prospects and test their ability to execute against high-level competition. The playoff picture continues to create compelling storylines for fans. There is still a realistic path for the Bears to secure the #1 seed, contingent on winning their final games and seeing certain results from other teams. This makes each remaining matchup significant, both in terms of seeding and team confidence heading into the postseason. Home field advantage can be a game changer, and the Bears are in position to potentially host at least a wild card game, if not more, which could provide a critical boost for their playoff push. Every decision, from injury management to personnel usage and in-game adjustments, will have implications as the team aims to maintain momentum and position itself for a deep postseason run. Every individual performance matters, and players who have stepped up in critical moments have helped position the Bears for success. From key receptions by wide receivers to impactful plays by defensive backs and special teams contributors, the team has shown resilience and adaptability. Young players like Jade Walker and rising stars in the receiving core and secondary have demonstrated the ability to make a difference in meaningful situations. Even with challenges such as injuries or roster decisions to navigate, the Bears have the depth and talent to compete at a high level. This blend of established veterans and emerging players provide the foundation that can support sustained success if managed properly through the final stretch of the season. Looking ahead to matchups against elite teams like the 49ers, the Bears will have to strategize carefully, accounting for player availability and the specific threats posed by the opponent. Defensive schemes will need to focus on limiting explosive plays, containing Kittle if he is active, and leveraging turnovers to create momentum. On offense, the balance between maintaining ball control and maximizing the impact of playmakers like Rome, Moore, and emerging talents like Walker will be crucial. Each decision, from snap count adjustments to package plays, will contribute to the team's ability to execute effectively and build momentum toward the postseason. The coaching staff's approach to preparation and in-game adjustments will likely be tested in high-pressure situations, making every detail important as the Bears aim to capitalize on their position in the standings and secure a favorable path into the playoffs. As the Bears move deeper into the final stretch of the season, attention naturally turns to the individual matchups and how the team can exploit opportunities on both sides of the ball. One of the most intriguing dynamics is how the wide receiver rotation will be utilized, particularly if Roman Luther remains sidelined. Jade Walker has proven that he can rise to the occasion, showing speed, agility, and precise route running even in limited snaps. His touchdown reception in a windy, high-pressure environment demonstrated not only his athletic ability, but also his awareness and composure under stress. Increasing his involvement in the offense could add a new dimension for the Bears, allowing the team to stretch the field and keep opposing defenses guessing. While he may not replace established starters entirely, using Walker creatively in packages and situational plays could open up opportunities for everyone else on the roster and keep defenses off balance. Turning back to the defensive side of the ball, the Bears have had a season full of highs and lows in terms of yardage allowed versus turnovers generated. While leading the league in takeaways is an impressive feat, giving up yards between the 20s has been a consistent challenge. This creates a scenario where defensive discipline, communication, and execution in key moments are absolutely critical. The upcoming game against the 49ers will test the Bears' ability to control tempo and limit explosive plays, particularly in situations where George Kittle or other playmakers are active. Even if Kittle's role is limited, the Bears must prepare for multiple formations, motion adjustments, and quick-release passing strategies designed to exploit mismatches. The defensive coaching staff will likely focus on red zone efficiency, forcing predictable situations and maximizing turnovers, all while ensuring that the backfield is properly aligned to contain potential big plays. Meanwhile, the quarterback situation continues to provide excitement and questions for fans. The interplay between Caleb and his receivers has been evolving as the season has progressed, with players like DJ Moore stepping up to fill gaps when Rome has been unavailable. Moore's recent performances illustrate his ability to handle an expanded role, making precise catches and generating yards after the catch. These efforts not only provide immediate benefits, but also set the stage for long-term planning. The chemistry between the quarterback and the receiving core is essential to sustaining offensive production, and the emergence of players like Jade Walker ensures that the Bears have multiple options to attack defenses from different angles. The coaching staff's challenge is to balance veteran experience with the development of younger players, ensuring that every snap counts toward both winning now and building for the future. In addition to player matchups, roster management and potential offseason decisions remain a significant topic of discussion. Free agency looms, with several key Bears contributors potentially on the move. C.J. Gardner-Johnson's versatility makes him a candidate to retain, yet the team must weigh budget, positional needs, and long-term planning. Decisions around backup safeties, cornerbacks, and emerging talent at wide receiver and running back will influence not just the next season, but the development trajectory of young players currently seeing increased snaps. How the Bears navigate these off-season moves will ultimately impact their flexibility in retaining key contributors while remaining competitive in the NFC North. The playoff picture adds another layer of strategic complexity. Securing home field advantage, or even a first-round bye, requires both wins and monitoring outcomes from other teams. The Bears are in an enviable position, but cannot take anything for granted. Each of the remaining games will be a test of execution, resilience, and the ability to adapt to in-game challenges. The team's focus on fundamentals, discipline, and leveraging strengths will be crucial in converting opportunities into wins. Whether it's managing the health of star players, integrating young talent, or fine-tuning the game plan against specific opponents, every detail counts as the Bears push for a strong playoff positioning. From a fan perspective, the excitement surrounding the team is palpable. Social media interactions, mailbag questions, and discussions across the Bears community illustrate just how invested people are in every development. Players who step up during critical moments not only influence outcomes on the field, but also energize the fan base, creating a feedback loop that can positively impact team morale. Young athletes seizing opportunities, established veterans providing stability, and the coaching staff orchestrating strategic adjustments all contribute to the narrative of a team competing with intensity and purpose. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a move that has sent shockwaves across the NFL, the Chicago Bears have reportedly secured a deal with star defensive end Myles Garrett. While nothing has been officially confirmed, sources close to the organization suggest that the Bears front office has pulled off one of the most audacious maneuvers of recent memory, potentially reshaping the defensive landscape of the league. Garrett, known for his relentless pass-rushing ability and game-changing presence on the field, has been one of the most coveted defenders in football for years. His addition to the Bears roster could instantly elevate a defense that has struggled for consistency, giving the team a true centerpiece to build around. Rumors hint that the negotiations moved swiftly, catching rival franchises off guard, as the Bears reportedly outmaneuvered multiple teams believed to be in contention for Garrett's signature. For Bears fans, the speculation is enough to spark excitement and wild anticipation. Garrett's skill set is widely regarded as transformative, He brings a rare combination of speed, strength, and technique that can disrupt even the most disciplined offenses. Analysts are already theorizing how his presence could alter Chicago's defensive schemes, potentially enabling more aggressive blitz packages or freeing up linebackers to make more plays. Off the field, Garrett's personality and leadership qualities could also play a key role in revitalizing a locker room eager for a new era of dominance. While the financial details remain murky in these reports, insiders suggest that the Bears were willing to make a bold commitment to secure the superstar services. It's the kind of headline-grabbing rumor that fuels endless debate in sports talk shows and fan forums alike. Of course, with any blockbuster speculation, questions remain. How will Garrett mesh with the existing roster? Can the Bears leverage his talents to finally make a playoff push? And how will other teams respond to this apparent shakeup in the league's power dynamics? Regardless of the answers, one thing is clear. If these rumors hold any truth, the Bears might have just made the boldest defensive statement of the offseason. Fans and pundits alike are now left to imagine the possibilities, with every snap in the future suddenly carrying a hint of what could be the next great NFL storyline. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.